Crude oil down on the day, reversing yesterday's up day. That's great because I'm short crude oil. More on that in a second. Jerome Powell accomplished his goal today of essentially not rattling the markets. Markets really didn't go anywhere. His whole job was to essentially fart in the movie theater and not clear the place out. Mission accomplished. He did it. So moving forward here, after the bell today, so be watching earnings calls by Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, IBM, and more. In my opinion, it is not what they had for sales and revenues and profits back in history in the fourth quarter. It will be the dialogue of what is mentioned in the forward-looking guidance. So be looking for that. Also, tomorrow morning at 8:30 before the bell Eastern time, the first data coming out for Q1 2025 GDP. I think it's supposed to come in at about 3.1. Watch how the emotional herd reacts to the earnings and GDP tomorrow morning. I think this will be the next market mover. The underlying data remains a little bit mixed. The McClellan summation indexes, I like that measure of breadth of the stock market continuing to move higher. That's great. The dollar on the day, up fractionally. I like that it came up again to that level at about 108.24 and pulled back. If we can remain below 108.24, I think that's good for the stock market in general. As of just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, the 10-year yield above 4.54%. So we have negated the unconfirmed breakdown below 4.54%, and now we're above it. So I don't label it as unconfirmed breakout because we never confirmed the breakdown. So it is technically possible here for that yield to come up to about 4.66%, a rising yield, in my opinion, generally bearish for the stock market. This is not investment advice, and if you don't know me, I'm John Crocker, professional investor, proud American, cigar lover, and owner of Crocker Capital, LLC. As of a little after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, here was the NASDAQ 100 QQQ. Not what I would call a confirmed breakdown, at least as of that time. Let's see how it finishes at 4 o'clock. Below the $523 a share level, and we still have the confirmed breakdown below the way upsloping trend line. That's okay, but so far so good, not confirming the breakdown below 523. Let's see what happens. This is technically telling me that the NASDAQ 100 QQQ has the technical ability to rise from here. West Texas Intermediate crude oil reversing yesterday's gains. That's good because for 2 weeks and a day I've been short liquid gold here. The price action again came down to that level, $72.34 a barrel, that for weeks I have predefined for you. The opportunity now, in my opinion, and I can be wrong, still exists for oil to come down lower, so I continue to hold my short oil position. Somebody asked about gold yesterday. As of the middle of the afternoon today, gold hanging around those all-time highs. I understand it can't seem to confirm the breakout above $2,798 an ounce or so. Generally, but certainly not always, when the dollar weakens, generally gold runs higher, but certainly not always. And that relationship over the last couple of months has not held true where it's an inverse relationship like that. So in gold, I'm going to stay away from gold here personally as far as taking a shorter term swing trade higher or lower. I just don't think I have a high odds opportunity or decision making really process to take a long or a short here on gold. That's just me. Again, pay attention to the forward looking guidance on those earnings.